敬礼。ボリバル国民警備隊教官ドーベルマンだ。早速だが単刀直入に行こう。
Hi everyone, welcome back to Recruit Review with Dobermann. In today's video, we'll be reviewing the current stand-up banner. Like last episode, I will be reviewing the listed operators shortly, show their pros and cons as well, and of course, this review has to include my opinion, therefore it will be subjective. I will also compare with the joint operation as well at the end of the section. So without further ado, let's start with the 5-star operators first. First up, we have a duelist, Franka.
よーし、準備できたわ。
Franka specializes in 1v1 and also true damage, allowing her able to be a stationary operator, elite drop, or you can also use her for bossing. The second skill allows her to increase her attack very significantly while also increase her talent chance to deal more true damage to enemies, aka ignore defense and ignore art subsistence. While her power is good and all, her second skill also decreases her defense to 0, making her extremely squishy in exchange of power. Although, in my opinion, 0 defense or not, she is still able to stay alive because of duelist benefit, huge HP pool. But knowing how outshined this archetype by other guard archetypes, I'd say she shouldn't be your priority. Although if you're aiming for her, I highly recommend investing on her second skill. Next up, we have a single target medic, Warfarin.
待て、医療器具を準備してからだ。
Warfarin specializes in single target burst healing, providing buffs to a single ally, and also provide SP to allies. I'd say she is one of the strongest medic in general, and ability to provide SP is definitely her high selling point. Her attack buff is also very good for bossing operators like Ch'en, Amiya, or duelist archetype. While her talent is good, it's also very clunky if there are more than one allies in her range. If you get her, I'd say you should definitely build her because she has one of the highest burst healing in the game. If you're aiming for her, I highly recommend invest on her first skill because you'll be using that skill more often. For the final 5-star, we have a slow supporter Istina.
勝利の星は必ずや我々を照らしてくれるでしょう。
Istina specializes in slowing down enemies and also sub DPS. In a nutshell, she is a mini Angelina, which she kinda is, but unlike Angelina, Istina is way more consistent in terms of slowing down enemies. She is also a fastest slow supporter at the moment, so she is definitely worth building. Her bad side, however, is that she is quite a squishier than other slow supporters in general, so yeah, like Franka, she takes power in exchange of defense. But if I say she is worth to build, then she definitely is. I highly recommend invest on her second skill if you're aiming for Istina.
絶対しなさい。気をつけなさい。我らの神よ。一気略来製法。循環放映参加。
Now let's move on to the 6-star operators. First up, we have the dual strike guard, Ch'en.
総員、戦闘準備。
Ch'en specializes in burst damage, SP recovery to non-second skills, and also bossing. If you M3 her second skill, you can use her skill immediately, allowing her to be retreated after and deploy her somewhere else to do the same thing. Usually, this skill is used for group assassination. Her third skill allows her to be one of the best boss killers in the game with very high burst each hit for 10 times. Once she hits the 10th strike, she will stun the enemy, which is very useful, although the stun does not work on most bosses. The bad thing about her is that she lacks inconsistent damage as she specializes in burst. But if I say she is worth investing, she definitely is, but there are far better options than her to be completely honest. If you're aiming for her, people would go for second skill, but judging that this skill is getting more irrelevant throughout the time, I personally would go for her third skill. Now for the final operator we have is TP on Kill Vanguard, Bagpipe.
命令に従い、出撃。
Bagpipe specializes in Vanguard support, DP recovery from kills, and also high burst damage. Bagpipe is definitely one of the staple operators in the game right now, and getting her will really change your game forever. The thing is, for her to even only exist in the team already gives good benefit for the team because you can recover your DP faster. And even so, she is capable to become a Duelist God, but way better as she has pretty high burst damage for a DP on Kill Vanguard, putting Duelist Gods to shame. If there's really any weakness in her, then probably her typical archetype drawback being only able to block one and very unreliable DP source. But even so, is that even a weakness for Bagpipe? Her third skill compensates her with additional block while her talent provides other Vanguards with very high additional SP, which is very useful. Even if you're aiming for Ch'en and already have Bagpipe, getting her potential is still worth it as you will have big difference once you reach potential 5. I highly recommend getting Bagpipe, and if you're aiming for her, I highly recommend her second and third skill.
目の前の敵に集中しなさいな。了解した。気をつけて行動しますね。
If I have to say my humble opinion, I prefer this banner over the joint banner. Unless you have Bagpipe or you're a new player, then joint banner is better because there are two of the best operators in that banner, Zarya and Blaze. The thing is, all characters in this banner are useful everywhere and anywhere than most operators in the joint banner other than Zarya and Blaze. Besides, you have a small chance to get even better operators in this banner such as Silverash and Ayavella. Now in conclusion, if you're a newbie, then I would recommend you to pull a joint banner first until you get either Zarya or Blaze. If you can get both, that's even better. But if you already got both of them, then I definitely recommend to pull on this standard banner instead. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button because it will help my channel a lot. And also be sure to hit the subscribe button if you don't want to miss out of my new videos I post every single week. As always, thank you to my supporters. If you want to support me, you can join the Patreon or donate a PayPal or Coffee. The link is in the description down below. Thanks for your support and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe everyone. Peace out. Phew.